Hello, everyone. Hiya, hello. I'm just going to, if anybody's watching, maybe you're watching on recap. Maybe you've come back in and you've kind of gone, oh my gosh, I've missed Emily. I wonder what she was up to tonight. So hello, welcome. How are we all? So yes, I know I'm on a new time of 7 o'clock in the evenings now. So instead of 6 o'clock, it's now 7 o'clock. And we're here still on Thursday, twice a month. That's where I'm at. I'm Emily Baker. I'm a spiritual medium and psychic artist. So I'll be looking at the arty side. And I think tonight we decided last month, the last time I was here, that I will do 1 week where it's just art and 1 week where it's just cards. So tonight it's just cards only. And these are my perceptionary cards. Now, Richard, have we got anybody watching now? Richard is the guru. He is the one who does hello, serendipity. And whereabouts are you all? Let me know where you are. Just say hello. And don't forget to like and share, obviously. Good evening, Mandy. Hello. So I'm going to be working with the cards, my own perceptionary cards. So if you haven't seen those, they're quite fun. And from Texas, Ladero, is that how you pronounce it? Fabulous. Maribel Rodriguez. Hello, Sammy. Hello. As you can tell, names is not my forte at all. Karen, hello. And so if I do get your name wrong, I apologize. Hello. How are you, Lisa? So I'm going to shuffle my cards. Now, I do need, while all of you are coming in, Montreal, Quebec, fabulous. Canada, lovely. Hello, Lee from Cambridge. Excellent. See, you're all over the place. It's lovely. I was telling a friend of mine today, and she said, well, where are these people mostly from? And I said, well, they're from all over the world. You're all over the world, Jasmine, like you are from, no, Antitorio. You see, there's more vowels there than there are consonants. Atiora, New Zealand. I'll go for that. That's a fabulous tree. Natalie, hello from Essex. So I said England, and I said Ireland, and I've also said Canada, America, all over the place, which is fabulous. Now, my perceptionary cards, just to hold them up, they look like this. So they are different to your oracle cards. They're different from, I'm just bending them down so you can see them a little bit better. They're different to other types of cards because these are ones that I've actually created. You're not going to find them on Amazon, and you're not going to find them on Etsy or anything like that. But you are going to find them on my webpage, which is emilyjbaker.co.uk. And just have a look under perceptionary art, or go into the shop and you can find them from there. Nikki, you're from North Wales. Hello. Hello. Right, so what I need from you is a number between 1 and 49. So this will be where I will say to Richard, I will give Richard a number, and he will look on his lists of those people who've liked and shared and all the rest of it. I will pick out a number, and in turn, I need a number from you between 1 and 49 to pick a card. So it's as simple as that, Pamela. It really is from Lincolnshire. You're from Lincolnshire, Pamela. So I'm going to, you love the cards, lovely. Well, Crystal, have you got a pack yourself? Because you can always order a pack and they should get to you before Christmas. Yeah, they are lovely. They're fabulous. So we're going to have a play because they can go any which way around as well. Hello from America. Okay, I wonder if you're not from New Jersey, are you, Katie? Right. So Richard, number 34, look at that, Simon, fantastic. Look at that, got a number ready there for me. Excellent. Number 7. Lovely. Can I have a number 21, please, Richard? Who's number 21? So Richard's now going to go through Maribel. Maribel, you've given me a number. Fabulous. Now, just to make sure you're still watching and you're still listening, please can you just say hello and just respond 2, 4, 6. And Rodriguez. This is Rodriguez. I've lost count. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. Got the card. I've got the card. Right, Maribel. Rodriguez, hello. Can you just make sure? I just want to make sure you're still with us. Obviously. Excellent. Right, which is good. So Richard's going to tell me which way around for the card to go. That way around. That's what I was afraid that. That way. Okay, lovely. So top, bottom. Okay. That way. I'm trying to avoid the light. Is that all right? I'm just trying to avoid reflection. So it's still the top, still the bottom. Yeah, yeah, fabulous. Just checking, just checking. Right. Okay. So hello. Right. So from this, it's a lovely card. It is. My gosh. Okay. So as I look at it from the angle of where I'm sitting at, I can see so many faces. I can see a lion's face, all within communication. And communication and emotions go together. So this is this whole section of blue. Now, Maribel, I'm hoping I'm pronouncing your name correctly. I apologize if I'm not. Here, when I look at it on the screen, right, let me just go there. Okay, now I am now pointing to the dragon's eye, and then the dragon's eye going towards mouth, and there's the mouth. Okay, so I need to go up there. There's the mouth there. So for me, it's very much a very strong card, and I can tell from this card that actually you are a very strong person. I can see though, however, you've had to learn recently about how you express yourself, because sometimes this can be overwhelming for people, perhaps. This strength of being able to articulate very clearly about yourself and about what your intentions and your emotions and everything else. But here, down here, it's actually pink on my card. I hope you can see it's being pink. But here I feel as though it is done with love. The intention is about love. It is about that you care about others as well. I want to put you into this card though, and I want to say that actually you're learning to actually give back to yourself as well a little bit. It's harder when you care for everybody else, but it is about you learning about that as well. And also, I can't get away from the fact it's also about boundaries as well. So there's a lot of strength. I can see a lion here. I could also see a gentleman around about here. Yep, I can see him just there. Very strong features, both of them having very, very strong features. But I can also see kind of almost comical people, like down here, it almost looks like what we would normally think of Vikings, with the round helmets and the horns sticking out of it, but almost in a cartoon shape. And down here, pulling and lugging, and I know that it's been hard work. So that's what I'm seeing down here. I can also see that all of this green here, that's about learning and growth. But it's also more here is about wisdom, but also about healing as well. So I think it has not been an easy road for you, and I think you would love it to be much more easier. And I think this is where you're learning about how you communicate can give you an easier ride as well, and also allow other people in to help you, and also therefore helping yourself. So it is about that give and take. You don't have to do everything. Okay, there's people around you who I'm quite sure are willing to help you. And it's not a case of doing the helicoptering thing. And I know that I'm at fault with this as well, of actually being kind of I just oversee and then I just go ahead and do it myself. I give them the option of doing it, they do it, and it's not done how I would like to do it. So I step in, which actually defeats the purpose, the whole thing altogether. So I've had to learn to step back, trust them that they will do what you have asked them to do. They may do it differently, they may do it in their own way, and you never know, actually the outcome may be even better. So there is an element of trust needed here and especially along coming up towards you. And that's what you're also learning, is about a deeper connection of trust with those that you love around you, as well as with yourself. You may kind of go, really? But yes, about with yourself, because we're so hard on ourselves, and not necessarily as hard as we are on ourselves. Nobody is as hard as we are on ourselves. So again, it's trust yourself that actually you can do this of what is needed. And I just want to say, let go a little bit. All right. I know it's not easy. I get that. Is it? What I say, I know I say it so blanchly to so many people. Oh, it's just this, it's just that. But I know that that is not easy. This process is not an easy process for anybody at all. And when you're having to go through any process, and any process of change, no matter what it is very, very difficult to do. But if you communicate that, and you're good at articulation, communicate it to others that that's what you're trying to do, then it is a case of just saying, look, if I am being like that, and if I am being kind of totally overbearing, and I'm watching over you and all the, tell me to step back so you can get on with it, and I can just kind of have to learn to do something else that I have also got on the list to do. So preoccupy your mind, okay? So yes, I know it's not easy at all. So I wish you the best of luck, but I do feel as though you're heading in the right direction. And I do feel as though when you're kind of mastering it, and I've caught you at the process of change. So will it get better? More than likely, because as we get to the end of things, and we start to master it, it does get easier, doesn't it? So it's just, you're in that process of change at the moment, and I know it's a total upheaval. So I do sympathize with you, but I know that it's out of love. It's just about communicating it to others around you. Okay, lovely. Thank you very much. Thank you. Right. Okay, so that's our first reading. Can I go to number 48, please, Richard? Yep. So don't forget to share, to like, as well as we go through the evening, please. That would be lovely. And if you want to go to my website, it's just emilyjbaker.co.uk. Crystal, you like the cards? Look at that. Well done. You've got reading, right. I've just given them a quick shot. I just want to give them a bit more of a shuffle. I hope you don't mind, Crystal. Number 36. How are we tonight, Crystal? Because I know you were with us a little bit earlier. So you said that you liked the cards. Just going to number 36. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4. Got it. I've got it, Crystal. Are you still with us? Hope that you're still with us, Crystal. Okay, Jenny. Richard's just telling me, Jenny Jones, that you've just asked me about the numbers. Right, so the first number is the number that I give to Richard, because he's got all of the lists. So I have no idea who's on at all. And so I just randomly give him a number. Hi, Crystal. And then the number that you give me is between 1 and 49, because that's how many cards I've got. So it's basically you picking your card. That's what it's about. I do shuffle them as well. Right, Crystal, let's have a look at your card. Right, okay. So, okay, so we're going to leave it like that. Now that is yellow up here as well, okay? So light shineth on me. It's dark evenings. Me and Richard were just talking about dark evenings. How we just want to move the whole of the United Kingdom to a sunnier place. Well, actually, just UK Isles. So yes, right. To the Mediterranean. We wanted nice long evenings, romantic, warm evenings, fabulous. Rain only in the evenings, not during the day. And just sunshine, blue clouds. Right, let's have a look at this, because again, this is very different from the previous card. So Crystal, I know I'm blabbering a little bit. And I'm just having a look at at this section here as well. Obviously, the red has caught my eye. I'm looking at it kind of going, I want to make it look like a heart. It's not really what I'm seeing, and I'm trying to decipher what it is that I am seeing as well. And I haven't quite decided. It hasn't, yes, but it will come. It will come. It will come. It's almost like a mammoth because I can see a little eye here. And so it's the rest of it that I'm going to have a look at as well. Right. Okay. Oh, thank you. No, you're more than welcome, Crystal. Crystal, you're looking for, as we all are, for that sunshine on the horizon moment. Okay. So for me, it's kind of, it is that. I want to say I want to breathe. And I feel as though you're not feeling as though you're being able to breathe at the moment. There's a lot of hesitancy. I really want to get up and doing, but I'm really hesitant about what it is that I'm doing. Does that make sense, Crystal? I'm just going to wait for your response on this one because it's a different way of what I'm picking up from the card for you. So again, it's just about hesitancy and I want to breathe. I would like to put you here, and I think that's where you would like to be, is in the top of the card, where you are able to breathe, where you are able to see everything that's, that you have come through, and this is a lot to get through. Yes. Okay, thank you. And for me, it is feeling as though if you get to here, you'll be able to breathe, you'll be able to see, you'll be able to kind of gather your thoughts together. Whereas here, it feels like an onslaught. Life's onslaught is what I want to say with this one. And it feels very much as though no matter where you turn, you're going to need the energy to do whatever it is. As I said before, green for me is one of those colors. I always think of it in spring terms through to summer. So the light greens are about learning, the darker greens are about wisdom, and then the very dark greens are about healing. Okay, so that's the way that I've always seen greens and the shadings of greens. I know that you're a grounded person, but for whatever reason at the moment, that's not where I want to lead you is to about the groundedness, because it's like if you get into the groundedness, you're going to be sucked in. It's more as though I want to kind of give you air. I want to give you air. Keep on taking in nice deep breaths of air. And I feel as though this, even though you've got the energy, you know that you don't want to use the energy. And although I still want to say it's quite playful, really, actually. You're being very careful with it as well, with this ball of energy, and it is energy. The healing that you've gone through, you've needed this energy. You've needed it as a resource. So you're nurturing it, you're looking after it. And now all you would like to do is to move it further forward so that you're actually able to have stockpile it so you can breathe, literally breathe. Here, when I look on the screen, for me, this kind of area just here looks like a duck that's in flight. So I can see just wings. So I know this is why I want to go and say breathe, breathing, 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 just breathing. Is that you're carrying the weight of the world upon your shoulders and you're not sure if you can keep on carrying it. And you don't know interesting. You don't know the purpose of why you're carrying it either. Does that make sense? And you're thinking, well, why do I have to carry everybody else's stuff? So at some point you need to understand, I've got a feeling this is not all you. You're carrying everything else for everybody else, Crystal. So it's maybe a case of thinking of a part of the healing for yourself is maybe looking at how do I cleanse everybody else's stuff off of me? People do smudging, people do sound baths, people do all sorts of ceremonial things. Me personally, I have a 3-hour soak in a bath or a really long shower in the morning. It's just like I need the water to cleanse myself. Maybe that's what it is that you're requiring, and even if it is a case of just lying in the swimming pool for 2 hours till we get nice and wrinkly. then, and you're coming out and you're cleansing yourself, there is that element of just being able to let that go in some way, so you are able to breathe. I hope that makes sense for you, Crystal. I know that you've got the strength there. That is about strength, and it's almost, when I look at it on the screen, I go, oh, it's a clam. Okay, but when I look at it as on the card itself, it looks very different. And that's what's so wonderful about these cards. A friend of mine went and said, see, when I looked at it on the screen, it's almost like an elephant. There's an ear, there's an eye, there's the eye, there's the other ear, and there's its trunk. And for Richard, it looks like a poppy in the ground. So a friend of mine wanted me to write a book on every single card, and I said I can't do that because they go 4 ways round, and what you see is not what I see. How can I write that? So yeah, so again, it's a lot of these cards are how you interpret the colors, how you interpret the feeling that's coming through. If someone else had this card tonight, I'll probably see it in a completely different way. So it is very much a subjective view of how you're looking at it. Okay, so it's very much using your own intuition. But that's what I'm picking up from here, is that you've got the strength that you want, and I just feel as though find a way of recognizing that all of the stuff that you carry is not yours and may not need it to be carried, so that you are able to breathe. And I think that's also your learning mechanism, and to be able to breathe as well. So it is there, and I know that you've got the tools, and I know that you're able to do that as well. Find what works for you the best, and you may find what worked for you in the past may not work for you this time round. So it may be trying different things as well, Crystal. And I would also say that for a lot of people, what works for a time may not always work throughout our lives. It's about picking up other tools as well. So lovely. Thank you very much, Crystal. Thank you. Lovely. Okay, so can we go to can we go into the hundreds yet, Richard, or is that not advisable? Oh, can we go to number, I know that the ones nearer to the top of the list, nearer lower numbers. Am I right in saying this? For those who are out there, the ones with the lower numbers are the ones that I'm guaranteed are still online. Is that right? Because they're making comments. Okay, so guys, this is why they're also, I'm looking at the numbers and giving numbers to Richard, is because the more that you comment, okay, that gives Richard an idea of where people are. Okay, so the more that you comment, the more that you like, the more that you share and things like that. When I shout out a number, the likelihood is that you may be picked for a reading. Okay, so I will try to keep it below the hundreds, but again, if I do call your name, just let me know that you're still there with us, because I know that people have been picked and they've gone to go and make a cup of tea and they've missed it. So just stick with us. Just stick with us. So I'll probably have a break shortly. Now, can I go to number 58? Oh, I was going to say 52, but 58, 58 it will be. Fabulous, Linda. Well done. Because do you know what? Everybody, I think, was sitting and go, I'm sharing it, I'm liking it. So yeah, so you're wanting number 33. Okay, let's have a look. So 2, 4, 6, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 2, 4, 6, 30. Got it. I've got it. I've got the card. I've got the card. Isn't that fantastic, Linda? How are we tonight, Linda? Are you good? Are you good? Just let me know if you're good or bad or indifferent. before I turn over the card. It's, you know, it's a delay business. But my patience is that of a gnat's brain. Oh, come on. Yeah. Oh, that'd be good. Hey, Linda, do you want to come on to Zoom? Zoomy, 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 zoom, 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 zoom. Zoom, 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 zoom. Right? Oh, can they? Anybody can come on to Zoom. Dun, dun, dun. I know I have given a reading to somebody when they've come onto Zoom. That was really, it's great to hear your voices. Right. I'm turning over the card. I'm turning over Linda. Please be with us. Ooh, yes, excellent. Giving us a heart. Lovely. Right. So, yes, Richard, I want to keep it that way. I'm going to keep it that way. Doing amazing. How do I come on Zoom? Yes, how do they come on Zoom? He's posting the link. Okay, so Linda, he's just posting the link onto YouTube because you're on YouTube. So Richard is posting a link. So click on the link and then we can have you live. That's if you want to. Well, I take it she does because she's put in, how do I come on Zoom? So I take it, Linda, I may be assuming here, which is perhaps not the best thing to do, but I'm going to from that comment. So I'm just going to take a swig from my water bottle. And the reason why I'm drinking from a water bottle is because then I know how much water I've drunk. So measuring out that water. So yeah, so hopefully Richard has Richard has put in the link because I heard him typing. Linda, you've seen the link and now you're clicking on the link, I think, as well. Busy Mama Bee. Oh, you're a busy Mama Bee. Okay, Linda, that's absolutely fine. Don't worry, don't fret. So I'm going to crack on with this reading then. This card is actually really quite colourful. And you're probably going to say, I can't see the colours. Well, actually, I know it's going to block out some of it, but I just want to take out a reflection. We've got lots of greens, we've got lots of blues, there's lots of reds up here. And in fact, I turned. Oh, okay, you're just coming on. Fabulous. So there are lots of, hello, Linda, hello. She's just connecting to audio. It's okay, we're getting there, we're getting there. Busy Mama Bee. Yay. Right. Yay, I think you're there, aren't you, Linda? Hello. There's a bit of a delay from me to you, I think. Excellent. Right. How are you doing? You're good. Right. So I'm just excellent. So it's lovely to see you in sort of semi-real life. Yes. Yes, because I could hear myself and Richard, I think, could hear me 3 times over, probably.
Oh, sorry about that.
No, it's absolutely fine. So, oh, you should have heard the echoes that happened earlier when I linked in. Right. It was quite stereophonic. Right. So this one, I wanted to keep it this way for I just see it as a joyous card, actually. I know you saying that you're a busy Mama Bee, I would concur when I look at this because I want to put you about here in the middle of the card. It's like I'm here, there, and everywhere, but yet I can manage it all. Thank you very much. You're very organized. You're great at spinning plates and making sure none of the plates spin out of control or drop it, and at the same time having a good time.
Yeah, I do my
Because I
best.
think, you know, if I had to put a job with you, it would be a PA to a really busy person, and at the same time looking after the kids, and it would be fine. It wouldn't, you know, you like that kind of organization, keeping
Yeah,
busy.
yeah,
Okay, right. And I know that you love all of that. However, I kind of also want to say you need space to grow for yourself. All right.
yeah,
Okay. And that's what I'm picking up from this. It's kind of like, yeah, I can do all of this and it's absolutely fine. But at the same time, we still got you. And at the same time, I want to say that I want to let you grow a little bit, because it feels as though I can do all of this. It's not stretching me in the way that you're wanting to be stretched. Would that be about right, Linda? Or have we lost her? Oh, we may have lost her. Oh, no, she's coming back in. You just typed something in, Linda. Yeah. Yeah, if you just type something in, Linda, don't worry, because I know that connection may not, if you're over in stateside, kind of totally get that as well. So hopefully you can understand. I know. Oh, fabulous! You can hear me. Excellent. So Linda, what I want to say is that I feel as though you're kind of starting to say, well, okay, I can do it. It's great, but it's not stretching you in the way that you're actually feeling that you're wanting to be stretched. And it's kind of, yeah, I can do that on my head. Absolutely. I can do all of the organization bit, but I feel as though it's for everybody else and not necessarily for you. It's like you're dancing the dance for everybody else. And here I just feel as though I want to put you, for me, when I look at the top of the card, it's very much about meadows, flowers, taking you outside and enjoying it. Absolutely. So you're trying to put me and my intuitive path first as well. My spiritual self is a key to absolutely. And it is going very much with your intuition. And I do feel as though here that's about smelling the roses almost, isn't it? It's about the empath of yourself. It's kind of like discovering the new you. And I think when people go on the development journey of whatever that development journey is, on the spiritual development path, or developing yourself to being a medium, developing yourself to being whatever it is, developing self is, as it says on the tin, it's about finding out about yourself. And you may find that it is uncomfortable at times, strange at times, weird at times, horrible at times, wonderful at times, surprising. It's all of those things, and documenting it, living through it, and kind of go, do you know what? I've come out the other end. I'm a completely different person. If you'd seen me 15, 20 years ago, I was one of those ones who loved sugar. Oh my God, I still love sugar. So there I was taking in Coca-Cola and Mars bar. Don't ever give that combination. If you're in America, it would be not Snickers, Milky Way. So if you're in America, don't give your kid Coca-Cola and a Milky Way. If you're here in the UK, Coca-Cola, full fat, red label, with a Mars bar. Trust me, if your kids are sensitive to sugar, as I was, 3 hours. 3 hours of non-stop talking, hyper, nobody else getting a word in for 3 hours. Very hard for the lecturer. And going through all of that, I was literally banned at university, work, and at home life. People went, said, if you're on that combination, we're just leaving you in a locked room by yourself. It is, you know, but I loved it. Who needs caffeine now that? So yes, it's very much about all of that, but now it's kind of getting to yourself. Okay, calling all my authentic divine blueprint self to the forefront. Yeah, no matter how intense it gets, it's important for me to be myself. And this time, absolutely, because that's where you're wanting to be, at the top off the card, and why has my phone died? My phone has died. Right, Richard, can you still hear me? Hello, anybody? Hello? Right, can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because my phone's just died and it's plugged in. Do. Fabulous. Okay, just bear with me. I'm just going to. My phone was plugged in. It's most bizarre. Right, okay. You may not be able to see me. Trust me, I am still here and I'm working on that one. I'm going to turn my volume up a little bit. And I'm going to turn that up a bit. Okay, lovely. So you can all hear me, you know, and you can still see my cards. Can you still see my cards? Excellent. Okay. And you can still see all of that. Excellent. All right. Right. So I'm sorry that you can't see my lovely mug. What we'll do is to go to a break in a minute and I'll try to sort all of that. So Linda, sorry if I came in with an intense energy. It must be the 5th generation energy working, and my team at that came in with, bless you, lovely. No, it's fantastic. Yes, you can still see the card. Probably be able to see it even better now. But basically, Linda, what I want to say is I can see that you can spin the plates, but I know that you're reaching for that top element. And I would say, hold on, if you can take a screen print of the card, you know, and just take a screenshot of it and just hold that, because this is the top section is where you're actually trying to aim for. For me, that's what I'm actually seeing there is the top section. So I'm going to leave it there. Linda, thank you so much for your patience, for coming on to Zoom. Yeah, most bizarre, but thank you so much. But we're going to a break just for a couple of minutes while I sort out technical issues. Bless you. Thank you. See you in a couple of minutes.
Introducing the SPTV app, your digital spiritual guide for an enlightening journey like no other. Immerse yourself in a world of audio and visual content crafted to inspire, educate, and entertain. Seek guidance with our card of the day, choosing up to 6 cards for personal insights. Enhance your daily life with our wellness section, featuring nutritious recipes, affirmations, and balanced living tips. Explore our spiritualism section for a deep understanding of the religion, its principles, and spiritual answers. Unravel the secrets of the clairs and broaden your spiritual horizon. Easily find local readers, therapists, centers, or churches with our comprehensive directory. Stay connected with live broadcasts, check our schedule, and get to know our insightful presenters. Delve into the meanings of angel numbers, crystals, and a comprehensive list of divination meanings. All of this and more, available for free on the SPTV app. Download now at sptv.uk/app and start your journey with your digital spiritual guide.
Help Spiritual Psychics TV grow our TikTok channel. Connect with us at SPTV UK. We're on a journey to reach our next milestone, and we need your help. Follow us today and support us going live. Imagine getting personalised readings, discovering your card of the day, and so much more. Don't miss out on the opportunity to explore new adventures with us. Follow, engage, and transform. Join our growing community at Spiritual Psychics TV with @SPTV UK on TikTok.
Ah, hello. Oh my gosh, do you know, look at this. Oh, there we are. Thank you very much, Richard. Linda, thank you very much. I've just seen your comment and you want to buy a pack deck. Absolutely fantastic. If you just, if you go on there, it's done through PayPal. You can pay by credit card and stuff as well. So convert it all if you're not in the UK. Lovely, and I can put those into the post. Fabulous. So, yeah, so here we are. I'm back again. We are doing it slightly differently. Phone has just completely gone, so I will be swapping over manually between the cards and between me, which is always interesting, which is, you know, it's doable, absolutely doable. Right, lovely people. Hopefully you're still with me. Thank you for coming back, because I know that the energies out there are huge at the moment. I mean, we just have to look at seeing what's happening in America. There's so much energetically going on. It's kind of we're coming up towards a new moon as well, and we've got I think we've been through the full moon, so it's just a new moon. Right, so can I, Richard, have we still got people out there coming back from the break? Fabulous. Can I go to number 15, please? Cover number 15 is. So thank you very much for bearing with me. I know I was just saying to Richard, it's always entertaining. It's never a dull moment on my shows. Never, Gemma, it's never ever a dull moment. Gemma, love the hearts and the prayers. You've chosen 21, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Oh my gosh, that was all practically right. Right, let's have a look. Are you still with us, Gemma? I'm quite sure that you are. Now, is that a doggy's paw that we're holding there? Probably we are. Right, let's have a look. Sorry, I need to turn it over. So I'll be still here. So this is the card, Gemma. Okay. So are we happy for it to be there? Perfect. It's the way that Richard said, it's not the way that you think. So anyway, so yes, so top obviously, bottom. Okay, so from looking at this card, hello Gemma. Oh, everybody's kind of the cards that are coming through are very much of divided up, but actually this color up here, just to, if you can't see it, blues and greens, there's a very dark magenta here. Actually, you can see it on camera quite well, and then pinks and lights and things like that at the bottom. So Gemma, are you going through a little bit of, I know you're going through a change, but I can see that there are people there helping you as well. Still waters run deep is all that I keep on seeing there. Still waters run deep. For me, I'm seeing along here at the top. Just going to try to point out with my fingers. That's one person. That's another person. I'm seeing a couple of other people along here. And I do feel as though these are people who you can go to, who are mentors, people who will help you, people that you can talk to as well. And they will carry you as well, Gemma. That's what I'm picking up. I know that you're holding, I think it's a doggy's paw. I'm still saying it's a doggy's paw. It's not a deer paw. I'm going for a doggy's paw. But I do feel here, I'm also seeing people along here as well. So I know that the people are really quite important for you, as to what they can give you, the support that they can give you, as well as what you can give them. These ones here are near ones and dear ones. Actually, I feel that these two here are very much on a spiritual level, so that they are very much, they mean a lot to you, but I don't feel as though they're here with us in spirit, not in physicality necessarily. Okay. Here elementals. What do I do. Okay, when I've looked at the card, just where my finger is there, I'm getting to see a bear. All right. And in fact, I can see when I look back at it, I can see a duck. So, and I see a mouse at the top there, and a deer. So these are very much dog's paw. Oh, bless. So I can feel as though this is very much about animals that can be tamed, but are ones still very wild at heart, but they all have fantastic elements. So obviously the duck can fly, but it likes the water. Water is great because it's about learning from the duck that any problems fall back like a droplet, because ducks are waterproof, aren't they, really? They obviously have to be. They're sitting in water most of the time. So they make sure that their wings are oiled. So, you know, problems are like a drop of rain to a duck's back. Okay, it just falls on off. The mouse is very curious. Okay, and they do have a spine, but it's a very flexible spine, so that they can get to other places and they can see the nooks and crannies. They can see the ways around things. The bear is about strength. All right, it's about strength and being able to give the roar when it's needed to, but protective as well. And they will look after their cubs. They will look after their family. They are protective. But more importantly than that, Gemma, they go into hibernation. The mouse may go into hibernation depending on what type of breed it is, but bears go into hibernating mode. Okay, so this is a case of maintaining your strength, making sure that you can carry on through the winter months. Okay, so you may feel like you're needing to hibernate at the moment. And then I can see the deer here as well. So the deer is all about alertness. I need to go here, I need to go there, but I need to go steady. Let me look out for the danger points. So all of these elements here, actually, I'm looking at them as elementals, but actually those animals there are very important. And I think it's times when you need to harness those animals and just kind of go, I need to be a mouse at the moment. Just let me scurry over here and just do a bit of research. We can't come back to you. And I think the bear is about your family, and about looking after yourself, looking after the family. And I do want to say about looking after yourself as well. And I have the feeling that you are able to do that. You perhaps will put yourself a little bit lower on that list compared to other people, but that's absolutely fine. If it works for you, it works for you. But I feel as though these the deer and the duck are also important for you to remember, that those issues, things that people say, just have them as droplets of water running off your back, and just shake them off and just go, oh, I'm moving on. Doesn't touch me, thank you very much. It's that old adage, isn't it, of sticks and stones may break my bones. And down here is that kind of, oh, okay, it's a lovely word. Nirvana is what I've actually got. A state of nirvana. And I think you can actually go into that state of nirvana, of that peace, that tranquility, and just kind of go, okay, I'm letting them get on with it. Thank you very much. I'm just going into my pleasure time. This is my time. This is me sitting on the beach. This is me sitting by the pool. This is me lying on the bed with the curtains drawn. And, you know, if it means that you are sitting there with a bowl of popcorn watching TV, then that's it. But it is, you allow others to love you and you love yourself. It's about nurturing yourself and recognizing this is so important to you as much as everything else that goes on up there. Okay. But yes, okay. But what I'm also saying, enable to put others first, which is great. And I know multitudes of people do this. I do this. When you put other people first, when you are worn out, then how can you can't give them all that they are needing. It is about recognizing that you need to be able to put yourself first from time to time so that you can still help them. You know, it's go to a fireman and there's a burning building. Can I just rush in and grab everyone? And they'll be kind of going, don't be so stupid. That means we'll have to rescue you as well. It's about looking, yes, you want it, but I'm a first aider. Yeah, okay, that's great. Look after the ones who are screaming out here, or actually the ones who are really quiet outside of the burning building. Don't go into the burning building. Let us do that. So that it's about prioritizing, Gemma, as well. And making sure making sure that, is it interesting question just come into my head. If you're always putting others first, what is it about you that you don't like to put and look after? What is it about you that you don't like? Because it's almost as though, and I'm at fault at this, so I'm finding it quite an interesting question, where I put other people first before me. So what is it that I don't like about myself? That's interesting. Uncomfortable question, very uncomfortable question, because I'm posing it to myself as well as to you. So what's wrong with liking ourselves? Because if we can like ourselves, we can like other people as well. And if we like other people, then we can put them at the same level of priority as ourselves. Surely. Yeah. So sometimes it may be saying no. It's that word, it's 2 letters. And just kind of going, no, not at this time. Maybe tomorrow, but not tonight. Tonight, Gordon, I'm going to be sitting in front of the TV with my packet of popcorn, thank you very much, and going for the guilty pleasure TV shows or film or whatever it is. But that's about you putting yourself first as well. I know people who have put other people first, and they have done it for many years, and they have become quite poorly. Now, what I would also say, because I said this when we came back from the break, and I went and said, I'm just going to flip back to me, is that the energies are running high at the moment, and we do need to look after ourselves, because without looking after our health is our wealth. And if we don't look after our health, we cannot have the wealth, whatever that wealth may be. For a lot of people, it's about monetary. For some, it is about being able to look after other people. But we need our health to be able to do that. You cannot do it without looking after ourselves. So you have to put yourself further up that list. And if that means it's kind of like you schedule time out to go to the gym, you schedule the time to do a walk, and you just kind of go, let me just go out and do it. It's a short amount of time in the grand scheme of things. It really will be. I know I've done it. I have to get back to doing it as well. So I am not perfect. I am not sitting here saying that I'm Miss Perfect. I am not Miss Perfect by any stretch of the imagination. I understand when I say these things that they are not easy to do. I get that, totally get that. So understand, please, I hope you understand that, guys, because please don't put me on a pedestal. But here, for you, Gemma, I do feel as though I want to bring those colours up a little bit further so that you are nurturing yourself that little bit more, because it's top heavy with other people. Okay. So even if it's a case of you saying, yes, but if I do this, then I can look after you better. How about that? If I just take some time out now, because I'm absolutely knackered, I can come back to it totally refreshed tomorrow. How about that? Give yourself a break. Have a Kit Kat, as we would say here. Have a break, have a Kit Kat. So Gemma, thank you very much for that. And I've waffled on for far too long, but I just want to do one more reading because we had technical issues. Richard, can I just do one more reading? Or have we got someone else coming behind me? Oh, fabulous. I can do one more reading. Excellent. Can I go to 48, please? Thank you very much, Gemma. Thank you. Am I? Gemma? Have I picked number 48? Have I picked 48 or okay, so I've picked 48 already. Oh yeah, no, let's go for it, because obviously it's meant to be if I've picked 48. Thank you, Gemma. I don't understand where you're coming from. Thank you. Serendipity. Lovely. And you've asked for number 48. Look at that serendipity. Wow. Do 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 do. Lovely. Excellent. So you're wanting number 48. Do you know what? That's so easy to do because I can get that card easily. Right. So it's only 49. Serendipity. Here we go. Right. Which way, Richard? Oh, you can't see. He's going, I can't see it. I'm so used to the other camera being there. So serendipity. This is the card, okay? Now, do we want to keep it there? Okay. All right. I thought you might say that. I thought you might write. Okay. So, oh, very interesting. Again, when I look at it on the screen, it looks different to how I see it in front of me. It's very bizarre. It's lovely, it's fantastic, but I can tell you one thing, it's a little bit of a mind-bending game. So serendipity, are you with me? Are you with me on this journey? Because I've got a bit of a journey here. I'm seeing a journey, and I'm looking at the card on the screen mostly, because if I see it on here, it's just a little bit different. Okay. So just going to see if serendipity is with us. Yay, she says, yay, excellent. Now, all right, tonight I've already said green, healing. It's not, it's about learning. So there's loads of information. Are you getting loads of downloads then, serendipity? I would actually say the screen is about downloads. I'm seeing here, this red part here, as being, I can see a face here and a face here. I have to think about this. And here is also another bod. All right. And actually, oh, let me go back here. That's a bod. This is a bod. This is an outline, shadow of a person, which is female. This is, oh, thank you so much. I've just been shouted out. It's a female goddess, Emily. Female goddess has just been shouted out at me. This, I feel, is the male strength. So I feel as though that you've been needing the male energy at this time. Here, however, this I'm seeing as a musical instrument. I want to talk about the lute, or is it oud? Oud. So it's like a guitar, has many strings, beautiful. You normally get it in Middle Eastern music and stuff like that. Very lovely guitar. However, when I look at the card itself, I'm kind of seeing almost like an embryo. So it's about starting up. It's about playfulness. So that's another way of looking at it. This is about the womb. I do want to say it's about the womb. I want to talk about it as though it's rich, it's nourishment, it's that kind of that passion that's eluding, and it's creating, it's almost like flames that I can see coming out and being kind of like, oh yes, I'm on fire, I'm getting so much. Careful of how much can you take on. Okay, because you can see this, the darker spaces here. Now people say, oh, dark spaces. Dark spaces are almost the same as the white spaces in my book, because the dark spaces, it's about the intensity of everything. For me, I would say it's about weight. How much do you want to carry? Okay. The downloads, I get it that you get loads of downloads, absolutely loads of them. And at this moment in time, I would also say, serendipity, that you're getting twice as much as you normally would do. And it's almost kind of getting to that overloading situation. Would you understand that about the overload? You're going to perhaps need to have the boundaries of when to shut it down and when to allow it to come through. Is that correct? Just let me know. No, you said yes, you get loads of downloads. You'll have to have a look up at that. Okay. What would you have a look at? My friend has problems with her wounds. Okay, she's in hospital. Okay. No, this is about you. I want to talk about you with all of this. Now, you need boundaries at work. Okay. The womb is about, think of where, if you think about your chakras, okay, it's about fertility, it's about new beginnings, it's about that care, that's looking after, the nurturing. It's all about the female care, the female goddess, if you like. But here I'm seeing the male energy coming through as well. You need to sat. Does that know? Does that know? Oh, say no, yes. Okay, so yes, it is about saying no, but it is about just having those. Okay, so if we have, all right, so you're talking about two separate things. I'm talking about your energetics and the downloads. You're talking about work. So let's have a split this into looking at both of those elements with these cards then. And what I get with this one is, and like you've gone and said, it is about having boundaries, and it is about work is a little bit harder to say no to. I totally get that. If it's out of your remit, do you know what I mean? But you know, work is work. When it comes to downloads, though, it is making sure that you're in a safe environment for yourself. And that does not just mean about having lighting, heating, and all the rest of it. It's making sure that you've got the aftercare as well, that you can give yourself the care after you have received the download. And that may be having somebody else around you. It may be a case of you giving yourself that time to be able to write down whatever it is that you need to write down, or document whatever it is that you need to document. But it is making sure as well that you've got the space to be able to do that, and also the care afterwards. It's not, I don't know if people talk about it really, about when you're receiving downloads. There's a lot to interpret, there's a lot to go through. So it's about making sure you've got the time to do with that. And so maybe it's setting up a boundary of just saying, okay, if I'm going to make myself to Monday night, never go out on a Monday night. So why don't I make Monday night my download night? And I do this, and I get the download, and then I can do this, and this, and I'm not rushing around. I haven't got other things booked, because most people don't do anything on a Monday night. So then you can give that self that kind of that womb nurturing situation going on. Okay, work slightly differently. Work is perhaps just kind of going, I've got all of this to go through. Yes, of course I can take that on, but you do realize that this is also my priority, but I will have to put this at the back of my list. I will take it from you, but it just may take a little bit longer than you anticipated me to get a hold of the work. However, if I can pass you on to one of my colleagues who hasn't got so much work, how about that? They can do that, and I can get on with this work. Perhaps say something along those lines. I don't know. So, but here I've got somebody here who is very much in browns and greens. So I know that they're nurturing, but they're also very much about grounding you. And I do want to make sure that you are grounded and that they are around you when you're having the downloads as well. I do feel as though you are able to be grounded, because these flames, although they're an orange, which is about energy, there's brown in there as well. So for me, again, it is about that. Do you know what? Oh, that's really interesting. Just seen the card in a different way. Just seen it in a completely different way. Here's another interpretation. See, they do change. They change. Right, top of a tree. And this is the kind of the core of the tree. You know, that nest at the bottom of the tree that you would find an animal. And, you know, this is the, you know, outside of the hollow where people will go in to be protected and be looked after. That is what I'm trying to say to you about this wound thing. It's about where you would go in to be looked after, to be protected, and allowing nature and everything to look after you. Here, I still see this kind of a lady here. She looks pregnant. She looks fertile. It's that kind of mother nature kind of thing. It's okay. I'm going to look after you. I'm going to nurture you. I'm going to look after you. It'd be okay. And up here is all of that growth coming in as well. So I know that there is growth coming in for you, serendipity. Okay, you do yoga and you meditate. That's fabulous. Okay, to ground yourself. Excellent. Okay. There's loads of ways of grounding oneself. You know, you can just go and hug a tree. Put your feet on ground, you know, bare feet on ground. That tends to work as well. But whatever works for you, you know, I'm just shouting it out to other people who are perhaps listening, going, yeah, that doesn't work for me. What works for one may not work for another. All right, so just for your sake and everybody else's. And so good. I need growth. Okay, but it is there. It is there for you to grapple. And I would say, if you're getting the downloads, have a look at the downloads. You know, what are you doing with it afterwards? What are you doing with that information after you get the downloads? You know, are you just sitting with it and kind of, oh, that's great, thanks. Are you writing them down anywhere so that you can see what it is? If you document them, have a look back to what it was 6 months ago to where you are now, and then see that change coming through as well. All right, so hopefully that's helped you. I do feel that there is growth around you. I do feel as though with the downloads that you're getting, that they are coming through, but they are there to help you with your growth. Be specific about your questions. What is it that you're asking for? Because if you just leave it open, you'll get everything. So perhaps do a question before you do the meditating, or however you get your downloads. Okay. As Mahatma Gandhi used to say, you know, in meditate, we ask the question in prayer, and it is through meditation and silence we receive the answer. So, you know, sometimes we just have to be quiet to actually listen. Hardest part of all. Right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for bearing with me. I'm telling you, each week there's a different technical issue, isn't there, Richard? He's gone. Yeah. Left me alone. No, it's lovely. Thank you so much for being with me this evening. Thank you. I will be back in a couple of weeks' time, which is going to be not the 23rd, is it? It's the 24th, I believe. 24th. And it will be at 7 o'clock, which is just confirmed that. It will be at 7 o'clock, and I will be here on YouTube and on Facebook. Don't forget to like, to love, to share, let your friends know. And also with SPTV, do you know what? I'm not the only person on here. There's loads of us on here. We're all giving out free readings. Thank you very much, Natalie. We're all giving out free readings. Most of us are on for about an hour. There's philosophy on here. There's a lot else going on SPTV. You can catch me on Facebook and Instagram. You can also find me on my website, emilyjbaker.co.uk. You can find me on there. Drop me a line if you've got any questions, or if you're wanting readings. I do one-to-one readings, Zoom ones as well. Anyway, my lovelies, I hope I'll see you all again. Look after yourselves, and especially for you guys out in the USA, we are thinking of you. And we will receive your weather shortly. We normally do. Do take care of yourself wherever you may be, and I shall see you on the 24th. Take care now. Thank you. Bye.